or earlier, and then we do the award ceremony. Both of the middle school teams are here, right? Okay. So your topic is, we give 8 minutes to prepare, and then we'll do the point flip. This feels getting worse all the time. Feels getting worse all the time. At 4:30, I'll do the coin toss. This feels getting worse all the time. I'll put it in the chat as well.
Oh, right, it's hard now. It's okay. It's okay. Right, so.
Along the word of advice, I would also recommend to whichever team turns out to be a proposition, make sure you are generous with your definition. It should be a debatable definition. It should be something so specific that other people know what we're talking about, and it should be something that's a fact or a truism. It should be something that is debatable. And your job as a proposition, make sure you come up with a definition that is debatable. This is getting worse all the time, and that is all in the exact word is listed in the chat.
Here's the zero. So there's a line. Hello, hello, hello. My test. My test. My test. Okay. Thank you. So. You want it on or on? On.
4-minute warning, it will be the point toss. Write that down. No problem. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you. Oh, wait. Yeah.
We can look in cinema for sure. Definitely. Other than the most surprising thing for sure.
You're in perpetual war with
Not how, anything's a house.
Since the past 30 years, the average family living in the blood with the person fed off war, forced her off war, forced education.
Policy and emotion, he's getting worse at it.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Would you grab all the material?
Yeah,
No, I'm not, no.
No.
Listen, American.
I need.
Yeah, I know. American foreign policy is getting worse. Do you know what foreign policy is?
No, barely.
It's not,
America's policy towards
I guess,
American
more,
foreign policy
towards more, no, more slowly overcoming the nation's.
So again, let me ask,
All the.
we're going to have a school debate immediately after us. We're going to be completing the school debate at
It
5:15.
was
It's
created to be.
worse.
No, it was created to be.
2 more minutes and then we'll do the point toss.
The term music, it's run by 60. Oliver. Yeah. Veto powers and Oliver.
I'm bringing up veto power.
I know,
So most of
What is my point? I need my point. Oligarchy. All right, say that, veto power, explain. Power, and we need to do something about this. All right, second point, what is second point? But what did we say? We're saying, okay, like what, the UN is, this UN is getting worse all the time. We're saying that it is getting worse, and we're proving it's getting worse. All right, sitting, what did you ask? Why?
the high school topics, I can buy everything.
It's just a power struggle.
How America
Really powerful.
would be.
So
That's all.
It was created to be a democracy. It's an oligarchy, veto power. There's no past.
Wait, what is veto power? Veto power
Veto,
is.
veto power is like power that six countries declared for themselves. They declared that they could have this power. 6 countries created it. Explain what it is.
Actually,
It's countries, but we need to put this again.
the deal's getting worse all the time. Okay, so he's just saying.
What should be sitting explained?
No, we have.
What do you mean, Marcy? I know reasons why.
Because America can speak to everything that passes.
Talk about too much power. Your point, too much power. Important
You better not
decisions.
talk about my point, okay?
We can be important
I'm not saying you are, but just don't.
decisions. You are being vetoed. Okay, we're going against human rights. Vetoed. Going against human rights. Going against human rights. Are you having fun watching us panic?
All right, we're doing the point toss now.
Oh my God.
So what is your team name? Checkmate, all right. If it's heads, checkmate is proposition. If it's tails, checkmate is opposition. It's heads, you guys are proposition. So switch sides. 2 minutes.
I say Muslims, because Muslims are Muslims. Yeah, they can't really debate. American culture. No. American foreign policy, don't do towards myself. It's causing, okay. It's getting one. Our points. Yeah, why is American policy, foreign policy getting worse by the minute?
Republicans are now going towards LGBT too. The first speaker, it's hard to understand. Okay. Foreign policy. Foreign policy.
You don't have to foreign policy if you're not doing Muslims.
Force propaganda.
People are ending up. People are quitting on their what's it called? Their ideologies that they stand by. Say, you're so good at this. Listen, it's okay. Oh, listen, fast. Okay, one second. The man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. If these people, so now Republicans are slowly accepting Democratic views. They're not. None of them are standing up for anything. One second. Listen. If once they start values. Okay, so we're saying American foreign policy is getting worse all the time, and then our first
Friday. It wasn't. I'm trying to like that.
Call the next speaker. I have to call the next speaker up. I'd like to call to the stand the second speaker from the proposition. And second speaker, as a reminder, just please hold the mic as close to your mouth as possible and speak clearly into it. Yes. That's weaker. Better, just speak close to it.
Can I talk as loud as you can?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, again, my name is Scott State, and I'm the second speaker with the proposition. The topic before the House today is this deal is getting worse all the time. As a proposition, we have given the definition to this topic of American foreign policy is getting worse all the time. Opposition has come, as the first speaker of opposition came and treated us by saying that we have to have sub in a loss paradise plan. A loss paradise has told us that when we see an injustice, we have injustice. And so these foreign policies are an injustice, a form of injustice. Which follow loss paradise plan because it is for us to make a difference. That's why he put us on this earth, to make a difference. He put us on this earth as a test to see, are we going to help the people make a difference? Are we going to stand up for what's right and explicitly show what is wrong? That's why we're on this earth. So that's what does not stand about that we should have someone in the West Side. Of course, we have someone because that is always the point. We always have to have someone in the West Side because the West Side is our God. Yes. How do you suggest we make that? We have many ways to make this difference. We can start putting ourselves out there more. If we obviously haven't put ourselves, we haven't helped enough, so we can help more. We can show that we're strong enough. We can show that we can make a difference. We can show that what they're doing is wrong and that we're being fed lies every day and that the mainstream media is everything they're following. So moving on since I have refuted their point, it no longer stands. So thank you. Moving on to my first point. We are being fed lies. The mainstream media is what America, the US, United States of America, is being based off of. A man who doesn't stand by anything falls for anything. And this is America. So if we want to change that, we have to work now and we have to be able to change these things. So being fed lies, okay? We're being told, as my first speaker had said, since October 7th, Israel has been looked at as the victim. If you think about it, if you weren't so brainwashed by this mainstream media that we're being fed, people would obviously see so many more people if they weren't being fed, if they had access to the truth, they would see that Israel is completely the oppressor and that just absolutely trying to destroy the Palestinians. Yes. What is understand that? So moving on from what I have said, Israel is trying hard to make them because they're, as my first speaker had also said, they are only countries in the Middle East with America. They are trying they are working with America and they are brainwashing American citizens that they are the right ones, to make them think that they know what's justice, to make them think that the 40 babies who were killed, of course it's bad, okay? I don't they could have easily been just telling us lies, even if people we want to believe that, okay, 40 babies were killed. Does that compare to the 36 the over 30,000 people who were blown off their bodies. No, you want to listen to the lies, we have to change this, and that's what we're being fed. So we have to change that, and that's how it connects back to my first speaker's point, which was propaganda, and basically how people are like being told the wrong narrative, and the wrong like is what the mainstream media is, and we have to change that. And his second point, which also my point, is national interests and how America basically falls for anything that gains them money. So
I'd like to call to the stand the second speaker from the opposition. Yeah.
all the time. So the first they've given many examples on you know, all of these different cases are being attacked, murdered unjustly without regarding human rights. But we are not filled with an unlimited amount of power where we can just put a stop, end everything, fix all the world's wrongs, and just undo everything that's happened, right? The first speaker said, we need to rely on love and counsel, right? So I'm going to give you a little today. We're going to call right a mother, and they're just writing, and then the mother seeing my kids work, and they don't know you're watching, and they don't know what's happening. And then eventually, call the police and say, hey, I don't see you, because they trust their mom. And I think a lot of times I would love to even more than your mother. Who cares about your mother? Who just wants you to have a paradise for all of you. Are we supposed to say that the deal is fair? That everything that's happened is okay, that it is fine, it is yeah.
Even if we said, like you said, we don't have a limited power, that's irrelevant. This debate is if it's getting worse or not. You haven't addressed that.
Okay. So how am I supposed to address that it's getting worse when that's a fact? It's just continuously dropping and dropping. People are dying, and people are being murdered, and women and children are being killed. How can we as a nation deny that it's not getting worse? Unless we look at it from a different perspective, right? If we're looking at it outside of this, outside of the whole people are dying, and we're looking at the lost and bringing people who were good people, who are shaheed, and he is giving them more outlets for Jannah, and he is giving them more to achieve this pleasure. When after hardship comes peace, whether it's in this life or the hereafter, the people who are trapped up and out, nothing. But every ounce of our suffering is taken away their peace. So from where we're standing at this, as it's getting worse and getting worse, it's just awful and terrible. But really, the effect on the brain is
you're right, after hardship comes east, it doesn't mean we wait for the hardship to finish while sitting relaxing, and then we like
yeah, I agree, we should do the best as we can, we should give money to these places. You know, do whatever we can do, but that does not mean it is continuously getting worse and worse and worse. That and we're trying to achieve a lot of pleasure, then we're thinking about all these people in funds that are getting murdered, all of their sins are being erased, that should be there. They are birds in general, sitting on the branches, eating and drinking as they please, and they are happy and at peace, right? So, the Constitution has said, that they, when we ask for a solution, they said we need to stand up and. But I cannot give a clear way. We will do the best we can to fix things from where we're standing. But it may seem as if it's getting worse. The situation may seem like this. But if we look at it from a perspective of the
Yeah,
Let me know on the note.
I think that's all it is.
Okay,
Like,
if you read it out without the extraction.
here, like, you could have. Okay, I'll write it out.
Yeah. Give me input. Mohammed, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to call to the stand the third speaker from the opposition. You hold the mic up closer.
As our neighbor like with Kansas, and yeah, the third panel speaker from the opposition team. The topic before the house today is deal is getting worse all the time. The opposition has chosen to define this topic as American form is getting worse all the time. First of all, I'd like to start off first reading some of their arguments, and my two speakers already did their points. I'd like to go into finer detail. So are we as the opposition supposed to say that this deal is not getting worse? Are we supposed to say that that situation in Palestine is not worse? Are we supposed to say this? Are we supposed to say that, oh no, the situation in Palestine is getting better? Are we supposed to say this? We can't. It's like going against the fact. They also said that we have to help and we have to do our part. We as humans, we only have a limited amount of power. We're not in a high government position. We're regular human beings trying to do our part. We can only do a limited part, and then the rest of it is up to us. And like my second speaker said, of course, well, you this world aspect, of course, this is that. But think about it from the aspect of the akhirah. When you go up, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you for your patience. Patience is something we all have to have. I know it's really hard to have it during like hard times, like especially like this. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests those, and He's giving the people of Palestine in all those foreign countries a hard test. And because of those tests, it may be that they're going to get Jannah, inshallah. Those people that are trapped underneath the rubble, those people that are dying as we speak, they're going to be rewarded in Jannah. Of course, well, there is maybe nothing we can do in this world. There is definitely some justice that will be done in the akhirah. Of course, we only have, like I said, a limited amount of we only have, we are doing our part. We have to try as hard as we can. We never have to give up to our problems, but there is only a limit to which we think. The only thing, like my first speaker said, can do is to have summit, but not just like summit and just like sit down and do nothing. We're saying try your best, try to fix these matters, and then we're gonna like have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're also my first speaker said that it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's time. If Allah happened, it wouldn't be happening right now. It's His will. He wants those people. He wants those people in the foreign countries to go through this. He wants those people to go through these projects. Why? Because it's their ticket to Jannah. Of course, to the president, it may seem like, okay, there's nothing happening. No one's gonna rise against this. No one's gonna stop us. Justice will be done in Allah. Justice will be done in the afterlife. I mean, in the next one. So like my first speaker also mentioned, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went through so many bad things. Just like he went through worse situations. He was this country. However, he always looked at the positive side. He looked at what he could do. He looked at the power he had, and he always looked at the positive side. He always had a smile on his face. He had full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is what we're supposed to do. In the proposition room, they have people who are just complaining about these matters, who really don't do anything. They have no power whatsoever to fix anything. However, in the opposition world, we want to be positive. We want to have sabr, and we also want to have full faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and pray inshallah that matters get better.
Let's wait for them to go off and then we'll call the final speaker. Can you wait 4 minutes?
4 minutes,
4 minutes, okay. We now like to call to the stand the third and final speaker from the proposition. That's it. Yeah.
This field is getting worse all the time. We should define this topic as the American foreign policy is getting worse all the time. First, let's just start by clarifying something. The opposition team, the whole time of this interview, all their points. Well, their point actually, we had one point. Their point was have subjects a lot of time, and that is literally a breach our definition. So they know that a lot of time. I mean, so they know that the American foreign policy is getting worse all the time. They are just seeking solutions. So as the opposition, they're sort of what they have to do. They have to prove that the American foreign policy is not getting worse, but they didn't do that. And also another clarification, we chose to talk about offensive as examples, but they were sort of saying, yeah, well, we know that's happening. These are just examples. They're like 100. And so, yeah. So I mean, the first point was have them. Of course, we have to really always have to do anything because, as they said, we practice some peace, but the thing is to sit there, wait, on this point of stand up, you can't just sit there, wait for till the hardship is gone, then then go out and do whatever you want in the peace. You have to do what you can. And the third speaker actually tried to clarify that they said, someone new point they said about, well, there's something to extent we can do and have to do as much as we can. They didn't mention that before. It was one point. And course, you always have to do what you can. We're not, but that's not what the debate's about. The debate is supposed to be, hinged on, like, if the American foreign policy is getting worse all the time, or so now that I see other points, I'm gonna be some right up with. Our first point was about, the propaganda and false narrative. When I first figured the example, that's number 7, they were thinking in the beginning. Let's say, for example, how we talked about the baby getting. Yeah, well, if people want to believe that is not true, it's a false narrative. So, and then later, what happened after that, what happened was they said, oh, actually, never mind, it's false. You can't just do that. This is proof that the American foreign policy is getting worse. Our second point was about natural features. We said how America is only doing like if you said it's foreign policy is getting worse all the time, but they're only doing what they're doing to benefit themselves. It's their natural, it's their own personal features they're doing. If they were to benefit, if they did want to benefit other people, let's say for example Palestine and things like that, then why are they fighting Israel? The reason is because they, for their own interest, they want that. Our third point is about how we're being fed lies. I'm gonna give an example. Let's say that they're on their phone and they're on social media, for example. They are looking and obviously on social media, there are many things about, for example, topic, their conflict or other things. And they see things and they might get like lured into believing that. Oh, maybe this is true. Maybe Israel is better than us. Maybe Israel has the right to defend itself. But this is a clear proof that the American foreign policy is getting worse all the time. Also, yeah, now I'm gonna be weighing the debate, and I will be sort of thinking of the debate word. So this debate boiled down to was mainly about the solution, about having a solution.
Time.
So they said have solution and things like that, but that's already said. Now to lead the debate, what they want us to, they are disagreeing that the American foreign policy is worse, but we as a
Time.
know and we're the
Good job to both the middle school teams, a round of applause. Prayer is in 5 minutes, we will be taking a break for that. As soon as usher ends, we're going to start the high school debate, and then after the high school debate, we will give middle schoolers feedback, and then we'll give the high schoolers feedback. So again, after usher, we're gonna do the high school debate, the middle school feedback, then high school feedback. We're aiming to end it, inshallah, at 6:15. Thank you all very much.